Per usual, I'm watching the pirate game as I'm recording this, so if I yell or something, that's why. Okay, we're going to compile the AzerothCore Wrath of the Lich King onto Windows this time instead of Linux. Now, oops, this file is empty. Now, it is quite a bit more difficult, in my opinion, somewhat coming from someone who usually does stuff like this on Linux. So here are the prerequisites: Boost, CMake, Git, MySQL, Visual Studio, and OpenSSL. Now, to make things a little easier, I've already installed all this, except for MySQL. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I extracted it already. Two tricks. One with the SSL, you want to make sure you select the bin option and not the, I think it's program files or something like that. Just make sure you select the bin option when you install it. And on Visual Studio, anything that says C compiler, you pretty much want to install. And the install links and such, I'll put into the description. I'll put it in a paste bin like I did in the other Linux version. Okay, so we got all these installed. Easy peasy. But now we need to get it from the GitHub and then pretty much compile it. I mean, what else do you want to know? Okay, so let's go ahead and get Git. And we're going to do it through the GUI because that's what most people want to do. And I'm just going to copy and paste this in here. And I'll put this in the description as well. Let's do a directory. We're just going to call it, let's call it AZ source. Yeah. AC course. AC source. And yep, that's it. Now let's clone it. Oh, let's delete that. Now clone it. And then we wait. This is going to take a bit, so I'm going to pause it and we'll be back. Okay, that was easy enough. Just took a little while to do is all. I don't remember why it takes so long, but there is a reason. So now we got all these files in here, right? Awesome. So now we do need to do CMake on them. So let's see, CMake GUI. Oh, nope. Nope. There we go. Okay, so now where's the source code? And we go into that directory. And we're just going to put it in build. Go to configure. Yes. Make sure your Visual Studio 2022 is selected. We're going to do it x64. Use default. Finish. And then we wait. Okay, and we're done. And just a note here, I installed the MySQL community server service, and then I did that because it was just easier to build. And then afterwards, we're going to create a standalone MySQL like you would do in a repack. That's just a note here. So now we're going to go ahead and hit the generate. And that is done. And let's see. Now, open project. Now open it up into the Visual Studio. eventually. Okay, and now we have it opened in Visual Studio. We need to go to build, I think. And let's see. Yeah, Configuration Manager. Release with debinfo. And then x64. And then we're going to go ahead and close that. And I'm sorry, I've only done this once so far, so I'm trying to remember. Clean. Yeah, clean. I did this with the walkthrough earlier, and it was really confusing. But once I realized it was a lot like Linux, you just got to figure out what they call it and where they call it. It's not too bad. Okay, so I made clean. Now I should just need to do build, I think. Yep. I think. Do we need? No, just build. Okay, looks like it's going. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause and we'll be back. I had to take a little break there. It was taking forever anyway, so I stopped and finished watching the Pirate game, and they just really wiped out the White Sox 13-9, 19 hits, and yeah, Kutch and AJ and Super Russ all back, Anyway, okay, so that finished compiling. So what we have now is we have our directory with everything we need, right? The configs and everything, it looks like. So what we need to do now is copy over some files. Let's go back. Let's make a second window here. We're going to need, I feel like we're missing some files. I think we are. Let's try it. We're going to need the MySQL lib. So we'll just copy that in there. And we're going to need, oh, wow, it's almost full. We're going to need the open SSL. Nope, that's not it. Oh, yeah, it is. I think we need all three of these. I don't remember. I'm going to put them all in. Okay, I got that. And now we need to set up MySQL. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this directory. This is MySQL 8. I'm going to rename it to just MySQL. And we're going to go here. We're going to make a my.ini file. I don't have one open anymore. Do I have it open? Oh, no, I wouldn't. Okay, so new text document my.ini. Nope. Okay, we're just going to do it with Notepad++. And we need to do MySQL d base dir equals. I think I can just do. I think I could just do that, right? And data dir equals data. I think I could just do that. Let's find out. Okay, so we got that. Now let's open up my.ini. Got to save it. Now let's open up a command prompt. Then let's go to E. Oops. E. MySQL. Bin. MySQL. My. SQLD. This is initialize. Spell that right. My gosh, is it going to work? Nice. Okay, so now we do start MySQL D to open it in a new window. Start bin MySQL D. Well, nope. We need to do -- console so we know it's running. Started. And good, that's working. So now we need to go into. I think we could just run auth server. Let's find out. Nope, I missed something. Oh, yes, we gotta do this. Let's open up IDSQL. There it is. And I don't think I set a password. How do I set a password? MySQL starting process. Okay. Apparently, I forgot to set a password. So let's quit that. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, so let's move this. Rename. Old. Initialize console, I think. Because it won't show you anything unless you have console there. There we go. And now it says password generated right here. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. Now, we'll paste that into here for now. And then we start the database again. There we go. Okay, so when I did the initialize, I needed to put -- console at the end so it would actually show me what it was doing. And it showed me their password, temporary password. And then I just ran MySQL bin/MySQL -- console. And with the start in front of it, open up a new window. And so now I just log into it using that temporary password. It's going to ask me to create a new one. Okay, so now I'm connected. And we're just going to create a new user. Just doing it this way instead of the MySQL commands just because why not? Okay, username, we're just going to do, we'll do AzerothCore. Doing it like that so I don't have to change it, I don't think, in the config file. And we're just going to give it global privileges. It's probably not a good idea if you're doing, security. Like I said before in other ones, it's not good practice. So we're going to disconnect, and then we're going to connect again. And we're just going to save that and open. And there we go. AzerothCore has access. Now we go back to build, bin, and we're just going to copy this out. Well, we're going to move it out of here to, just going to move it here. We're going to rename it. We'll just call it AzerothCore. Now, if you see me doing stuff like that, putting my channel, JoeCast and stuff in there at random places, that's because I'm noticing people are downloading my videos and reposting them without audio, and changing it, overlaying it and stuff. Normally, I don't care too much. I'm more of an information type person, but however the information gets out. But some of these people are pretty, they're jerks. What else can you say? So if you're one of those people that's going to do that, please at least link back and give credit for it. Okay, so we got that. Now we just need to go into the config file. And we'll just rename this. We'll take the dist off the end. I think there's supposed to be one more file in here. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I'm pretty sure there is. And then we just edit it. And we find the MySQL. We don't need executable. Although you could. That'd be actually probably work out better, to be honest with you. But we're not going to do it that way. I'll have to look more into that. And we just double check to make sure, yep, AzerothCore, and localhost. Perfect. And now we're going to do the same thing with the world server. It should be just fine, but it's one of those things I'm just making sure. MySQL, AzerothCore, perfect. So I think that means I could just run this. Yes. And of course we want to just check it all and hit allow. Now the reason why it's going so slow is for whatever reason, Windows 10 and VMware is only letting me have 2 CPUs. I don't care enough to figure it out. I never use Windows 10 except for here. The Visual Studio just wasn't working very good on server 12. I'm going to have to buy a license for a better one. Okay, so A core's in there. Good. We're set. Now we just need to run world server. Yes. Yes. And this will take a while too. So I'm going to turn the mic off. But before I do, we just want to refresh it so you can see that it's creating the tables and databases. So yeah, I'll be back when this finishes. Okay, so it just errored out on me for some reason. Let's see if we can find out why. Okay, well, that didn't give me any information. Let's Control C this. Oh, it's giving me the map doesn't exist error. There's a reason for that. And I remember it was very easy to fix, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, I didn't copy the data over. That's why. Okay, so we need to make a data directory here. Okay, and one of the prerequisites we did was nope, that's not it. Maybe I put it under downloads. That's where it's at. Okay, now this is also going to take me a long time to copy because it has to extract as well. So and the extracting part's the part that's taken a long time. So I am going to go ahead. I'm just going to pause this outright, and we'll be back in a little while. All right, now we got that little error out of the way. Let's make sure the data directory is configured correctly in the config file. So we go back into the world server, and let's just do a search for data directory. Data directory should be data, I think. Save that now, and now let's try running it. That looks better. And while I'm waiting for that, I am going to get the IP address off this machine because I'm not sure what it is. We're done with that. We're done with that. It is 132. Just going to set my realm list to that. Oops. And that's still loading. We'll go into the, what is it? Core auth realm list data. And we'll change this IP address to the one of the machine 192.168.0.0.132. I don't think I need to reload auth. We're going to find out though. Waiting for it. And again, this is so slow because this virtual machine is pretty lousy. Oh, okay, there we go. And authorize, allow. And we're going to bring up WoW here. Let me change the window. Almost. Yeah, that's better. It works much better when you have the realm list set correctly. Loading trainers. I really need to set up my makeshift Steam Deck again. Or Stream Deck. Okay, so we're ready there. And we're not going to worry about the oops, we're not going to worry about the GM level because we don't really care right now. And we'll just make a human, randomize, accept. Oh, that's one of the worst models I've seen. Oh, all these add-ons. Okay, well, I'm not going to mess around with it. You see it works. You just gotta get your add-ons out of there. So yeah, that was it. It's a little more runaround on Windows, but it does work just fine. So yeah, that's it. The end. I finished up too soon. I forgot to make a script so that it would you just have to click one thing to open everything up. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. It only takes a moment or three. So what you want to do is open up a new text file here, and we're just going to create a batch file. And the batch, let's close this out too. We don't need that. And we don't need that. Okay. So we need to get our base directories. You know, let's move the MySQL inside the AzerothCore as well. Okay, so all we'll need to do is change this, I think. No, we should be good there. All right, so let's make our batch files. Let's do, first one we need to do is, I think rem is remark, right? Let's do this. Starting MySQL. And we'll need to, okay, we're going to put this inside the joecast AzerothCore directory. So we'll just need MySQL /bin MySQL d-console, I think. We're just going to do these one at a time so they know they work. And start server.bat. Oh, start. And it just closes. MySQL bin MySQL d. What is it? There is a switch to tell it where the config file is, and it is something I don't remember. Let me just look it up real quick. That's not it. Is it defaults? Oops. SQL I.ini. Let's try that. Let's actually run this from a command prompt. Let's try it without the start. We'll just run this command directly. Shutdown complete. Failed to find a valid. Oh, okay. So we need to change. We don't want to change that though. MySQL deepin starting. Can't find error message file. We don't care about that. Failed to find a valid data directory. Let's just we'll do this instead. Let's do we're just going to make sure this does work from here. No, it's not default file. Okay, so this should work. Yeah, okay. So that works. So what we're going to do is change our working directory. Then back, timeout. Let's do 5. And then we want to run auth server. Timeout 5. Start world server. Just get rid of this because we don't care. Looking good. Okay, there we go. So all I have to do is tweak this a little bit. Let's do echo off. Let's close that, close that, close that. Perfect. All right, so now let's do, we got echo off, so let's do echo starting MySQL. Got to do MySQL properly if we're going to do this for real. And let's see. Starting auth server. And starting, or oops, echo starting. Whatever, but come on. Now save. And let's run it from here. And there we go. Perfect. So that's the easy way to get it going. Mostly easy. The batch files aren't that big of a deal. Just a quick rundown. Echo off makes it so it doesn't show any of the commands. Echo will print text regardless if echo's off. And we're changing directory to MySQL. And we're starting bin MySQLD console to open up the MySQL server. And we're waiting 5 seconds. And then we're starting auth server. Echo it's saying we're starting it. And then we run auth server. Then we wait 5 seconds and repeat. And then once it's done, it just closes the start the batch file window. So yeah, that's that. Pretty easy. That's all. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. And the next one I am going to start putting modules in. All right. Have a good night.